Hi, welcome to BAL, Building Athletic Lifestyles. I'm Neil. Today we're talking about building some new habits. So we've done the whole new year, new me thing. We're already at the end of January. A lot of people have already given up. I'm sure you've seen the statistics before. But what I want to do here is give you some tools for you to build better habits for the future in the long run. So I'm going to give you 3 steps. Now the purpose of these 3 steps is to help you decide on a goal that's appropriate and then how to actually achieve that goal in the long term. Not just the case of a couple of weeks, a couple of months, but actually make it a habit that lasts from then on. So the thing to remember with this as well is that there's always going to be these peaks and troughs. You're going to have good days and bad days. Now, good days, it's always really easy to motivate yourself and push yourself. What we first need is to find a good tool to allow us to push through those bad days as well. The days when you're tired, the days when you haven't got the time. So how do you still make sure that that habit sticks during those days? So step 1 is finding your motive. Why are we even here in the first place? What are we trying to achieve? As well, don't just take the first answer that comes to your mind. Actually have a sit down and have a good think about this. Because a lot of the time we think, oh yeah, new year, new me, I want to lose a bit of weight. Okay, well once you've lost the weight, what's changed? What's new? Why did that matter to you? You dive into it a little bit more, you realise actually I just want to wear this so that my partner thinks I look good again. Actually we're starting to get somewhere a little bit more. On those days where you're having a tough time and you're struggling to motivate yourself, if you think if it's just about losing weight, you haven't given yourself enough of a motivation, enough of a tool, enough of a kick to then on those days actually still go and get whatever it is that you need to do done. So dive deep into that, take some time. It takes 5 minutes, just have a little sit down with yourself, put the distractions away and figure out why it really matters to you, what changes when you succeed. If the only reason you can come up to do it is because the date has changed from December to January, I'm going to go out on a limb and say maybe you should start thinking about doing something else, something more meaningful to you yourself. Good. Step 2. Now we've got to figure out, once we've got this goal, once we know what we're trying to achieve and what it's going to change, how do we then implement it into our lives? Now this is where a lot of people in particularly January, this time of year, go a little overboard. Now the trick is to start small with this and work your way up. The decent protocol that you stick to is going to get you further than the perfect one you quit. As an example, say you're trying to get into going to the gym a little bit more. You haven't been to the gym at all for the last six months. Don't then suddenly jump on this push-pull legs program that's 6 times a week, 1 rest day. You're going to explode in a fiery ball of DOMs by the end of it. Instead, start small. Think, right, twice a week. I'm going to get in twice a week for the next month. You can always build on it further down the line. Once you start to build that habit, twice a week is much more achievable. You start to find that routine. Then you can think, right, now I add another one. Now I get into 3 times a week. Maybe I make those sessions a little longer. We start off at 20 minutes, now we make them 30 minutes. Whatever it may be, start small and achievable and work your way bigger from there. I'll just say it again because it's important. It's that decent protocol that you stick to is going to get you further than aiming for perfect and quitting. So make it as easy as possible for yourself. So if you can limit the number of choices you're making, even better. Because if you happen to make decisions when you're tired, when you're hungry, when you're whatever it may be, those choices might start to slip. So a classic example is if you're looking to lose a bit of weight and you're making some changes to your nutrition, okay, just don't have the cookies in the house. Don't buy them in the first place. Then it's not a choice to resist the temptation not to have them. They're just not there. That choice isn't even there at all. So limit those choices that you have to make. Ideally, make it as easy as possible for yourself to implement it into your life. Good, and then the last step 3, this is one for the long run. Now that you've got the motive, you've got yourself started, you're making some of those changes, we need some accountability as well. Something that's going to hold you in line, that will keep you true to your word when you're having those tough days. As well also when you're having the good days, just making sure that you do go and get it done, whatever it may be. So there's loads of different ways you can go about achieving this accountability. Again, it's going to be different for you as an individual. So it may be, you've got a good friend that's on a similar sort of journey as you. May not be exactly the same, but you can at least share with each other that you're trying to achieve whatever that goal may be. And then from there, you can hold each other accountable. You can check in, did you do this today? Did you do that today? You can hold each other accountable there. Family works great for that as well. For me personally, what I found was actually having a wall chart. I have a year calendar that goes on my wall, and I've got to tick the box when I've done my daily habit that I've been working on. If I haven't done it, then that box stays empty for the whole year, staring me in the face. That holds me accountable. Find what works for you, but have some sort of accountability loop. Just to recap those 3 steps: Find a motive, dig deep into that why. Why are you actually doing this? What changes when you succeed at this as well? If you can get a good, strong motive behind it, you're much more likely to stick to it. Step 2, implement it into your life. Make it small and easy to start off with, achievable first, then build from there. You can always make it bigger as you go. And then step 3 is your accountability. Find a feedback loop that holds you true to your word. Once you get those 3 steps in place, it makes it much less of a struggle. You've found a manageable and practical solution to actually building that habit into your lifestyle, that from there you're always going to find it easier to succeed. As well, once you have succeeded, you'll be able to keep that going for the long term, not just a couple of weeks. I hope this has helped. If you have any questions or queries, drop them down below in the comment section. I'll get back to you from there, and I'll see you in the next one.